to demonstrate how I created the bird using offhand flourishing technique. It was the bird you see in the beginning of this video. It's the one where it almost looks like it looks like the bird's head is pointing backwards. And so I'm going to do this in a monoline form using my trusted Sailor Pro gear with an EF nib. The pen is loaded with Iroshizuku Yamabudo ink, and those of you who know me know it's pretty much the only ink I use. I know it's boring, but that's just what I like. So I'm going to start this, and I'm going to not talk a lot because it takes a lot of concentration to do this correctly. I'm going to start with the upper wing, compound curve, and I'm going to hold the pen this way and throw the strokes away from me. This is the more traditional style of doing it according to the old penmanship masters. But I'm not going to put any flex in this. I have executed this with a Mont Blanc 149 calligraphy flex pen where you shaded strokes in there, but that is much more challenging to do when you have to go three-dimensional with your pressure, where you go left and right axes plus you go into the paper to form the shade. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to form the upper portion of the wing first by throwing it like this. I'm going to form the lower wing, and this is where it gets complicated because the lower wing curves all the way around to form the head. You got to do this in one continuous stroke with fluid motion. So here we go, and I'm not going to talk as I do this. And then I'm going to curve the beak into the wing like this, so it's almost like it's hiding its head, and put a hint of an eye here. Okay, and the last thing is going to finish off with I usually draw a paddle-like tail. There's many different ways to execute the tail, but the simplest form for me and quickest is a paddle-like tail. And if I wasn't talking, I could do this much, much faster. Some of you may think it's already being done pretty fast, but the shape of the tail will be paddle-like like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. It's a simple form, but it can be difficult to execute consistently. So that's the little birdie, and this is the thing I've actually scanned and put in the beginning of this video. But thank you for your attention. I hope some of you will try this. I highly recommend you do this first with pencils, on scrap paper, just so you can get the form down. Whenever you're talking about flourishing, I always recommend rehearse the form a lot, so when you go to execute this, normally I'm not talking, it happens pretty quickly. I don't even think about these strokes as I'm forming them. Thank you again.